telling you, Sam got her wires crossed.
Well, how'd you work that one out?
Well, she must have, mustn't she? Well, you know, she definitely gave me the idea she wasn't keen when we talked about it.
Wasn't keen?
I don't know. Look, maybe I got it wrong. Look, I was tired, all right?
Being tired don't affect your ears, Ricky. What exactly did she say? Is this some kind of a wind-up?
Well, what I thought she said... None of this matters now, anyhow.
Yeah, it matters to me.
Well, if she's told you she's happy about getting a divorce, then that's all right then, isn't it? We can go ahead.
Your mum arrived safe and sound.
Oh, that's a relief.
Yeah, she phoned as soon as she got the shells.
What, you spoke to Shannon off?
Yeah, she sounded as though she didn't know what it did.
Well, it's hardly surprising, is it? Good job we phoned her last night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, how's single parenthood treating you then?
Well, fine. If Shell can do it, so can I. I mean, it's only a matter of organisation and prioritising.
So how come you didn't have time for a shave this morning?
Yeah.
Come on, Claire. We really have to go now, or me and your gran will be late for court. Maxine, will you try? This is hopeless. Hello. Oh, Ted, how you doing? No, I'm just going to pick her up now. Well, she's asked if I could afford for her to stay another week. No, I ain't told her anything. Well, that's what you wanted, wasn't it? A surprise? Well, yeah, but, well, how am I going to stall her till tomorrow?
You all set?
Yeah, Maxine's waiting downstairs.
Right. Is Claire okay?
Not really, no.
Claire?
You're going to take care of Frida for me today? Thanks a lot.
Nigel,
Yeah?
good luck.
Thanks, Claire.
Thanks for helping pulling out like this.
That's all right. I know what it feels when your kids need help.
Eh?
Well, you get a phone call like that from the other side of the world, you just drop everything and run, don't you?
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, right.
Anyway, if there's anything we can do while she's away, you know, look after Martin, whatever.
Oh, it's very kind of you, but you've got enough on your plate. I mean, what we're covering here, and you're lot at home.
Piece of cake. Look, send him out for tea if you like.
I don't know how you manage.
I'm Superwoman, Arthur. Didn't they tell you?
I'll see you later.
Hello.
Nigel, all the very best, mate. You know me and Ruth will be rooting for you. Nice one.
Oh, Nige. I'm glad I caught you, mate. Good luck for today, yeah? Cheers, mate. You as well.
What time are you fetching Kath?
I'll be off in a minute.
She'll probably be as thin as a rake.
I wouldn't bank on it.
And you better be off. Cheers.
What?
Morning.
Oh, good morning.
So that's what all the banging was about then?
Hang on.
Oh,
I'm in a minute.
yeah. Cool. Bent. I haven't seen anything like this in years. Where'd you get all this stuff?
Most of this has been with me all my working life.
And you moved it here yourself, did you?
Yeah, from King's Cross.
King's Cross, eh?
Before that, it was in my uncle's salon, and that was in Bethnal Green.
I see. Where'd you come from, then? Originally, I mean.
I came over here when I was 10 from Poland.
Oh, I see.
Listen, would you do me the honour of allowing me to give you a quick trim and perhaps a shave?
Well, I should be at work right now, but I suppose I could do with a shave.
Come on.
I've had a busy morning. Thanks.
Sit yourself down.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
You'll be my very, very first customer.
Oh, good.
Morning, Mr. Bates.
Mr. Spicer.
Mrs. Palmer, how are you?
Bit nervous, to be honest.
Not to worry, that's quite normal. Excuse me a moment.
They don't look too cheerful, do they? Are you going to tell your brief about going around there yesterday? Or what if Liam tells his?
Miss Harris has asked if we would object to Miss Webber sitting in on the proceedings rather than waiting out here until she's called.
Why would Liam want that?
I gather it's not his idea, but Miss Webber's. As she's so involved, she felt she'd like to hear what's going on.
So what did you say?
Well, it's not normal, but I said yes, providing you were agreeable. Though I did say only on condition that Mrs. Palmer could be there too.
Oh, yes, I'd like that.
Well, it's your decision.
Well, yeah, okay.
All those for the case of Bates and Tyler, please.
Right, here we go.
Good luck, mate. Yeah.
So you see, that's why my Uncle Bernie was so special to me. He became like a second father.
Ah.
Now then, here we are. Transformed.
Oh, that's one heck of a shave, I tell you.
I take it you have family of your own?
Oh, yes, yes. My daughter's living abroad, and my wife's away too. She's visiting her.
Ah, I felt you were a little bit preoccupied.
Well, yeah. It's not always easy to stop the mind from turning over, is it?
True, true. That's why the past can sometimes be such a comfort to us. Humbug, sir?
Well, thank you.
And I take it there have been no further moves to reach an agreement since the conciliation appointment?
That is correct, Your Honour.
Very well. Carry on.
Thank you, Your Honour. I call the applicant Mr. Nigel Bates.
You two all right to open up?
Yeah.
Thought I'd pop out and get a video for Claire.
Right, no problem, Mum. So obviously decided not to tell her. What, has Bianca mentioned something to you then?
No, but why else would she have poured that beer all over him?
Oh, maybe he just forgot, eh?
Yeah, right. Your wife leans over the bar and says, let's have that divorce. I don't think so.
And since the tragic death of your wife, how would you say your relationship with Claire has developed?
It's brought us even closer, you know. But we're sort of helping each other get over it. I mean, when she gets upset, I cheer her up and try and comfort her and stuff, and she does the same for me.
And over all these months, has Claire at any time expressed a desire to live with her father rather than with you?
Never. No, not to me, anyway. I'm not saying she doesn't love Liam. He's her dad, after all. She wants to see him, and I've never tried to stop her. I never would, as long as it's what she wants. See, that's all I care about, what's best for Claire.
Thank you, Mr. Bates.
Miss Harris.
Thank you, Your Honour. Mr. Bates, I'm wondering, how can you be sure what is best for Claire?
Well, I live with her, don't I? She tells me all the time she wants to stay with me.
I see, but in the court welfare officer's report, Claire seems less certain.
Yeah, but...
Children often say what they think an adult wants to hear, don't you think? Now, you say Claire has been supportive to you since her mother's death. She's comforted you.
Yeah, she's been brilliant.
That's quite a responsibility for a girl of her age, having to cope with an adult's grief, especially when she's struggling to cope with her own.
Well, I don't...
What form does this comforting take, exactly?
Well, it's hard to say, really. It's little things, mainly. She'll notice if I'm a bit low, make me a cup of tea or something. Talk about her mum. All sorts of things. She makes me feel a whole lot better.
I see. So, in a sense, you could say that Claire has become a replacement for your wife.
Eh? No, it's not like that at all.
But you are looking for a kind of support from her that requires a very adult response.
I'm not looking for it. She's just a sensible kid.
But she's still a kid, nonetheless, Mr. Bates.
And what time did you call this?
All right, it's only 5 past. I had to look after Claire.
And?
Well, I offered to give her a game of cards, but she didn't really want to know. Mum's really worried about her, you know.
Here, Sam Mitchell. For your information, Ricky's got a number of a solicitor today.
Oh, I see. That's nice for him, isn't it?
So whatever you were trying to pull won't work, will it?
What do you mean?
Well, you'll be divorced before you know it, whether you like it or not. Now, in your statement, you said you're the manager of a video rental shop. Is that still the case?
Well, no.
Oh? Why's that?
I was asked to leave because...
You mean you were sacked?
I kept being late. It was difficult, you see, making sure Claire got to school and back okay. Trying to arrange for people to have her when I couldn't, that sort of thing.
So you're finding it difficult coping with Claire on your own?
No, it's not that. It's just that I think that she needs me around as much as possible at the moment.
I see. Well, how are you managing today, for example?
A friend of mine is looking after her.
And who's that?
Mrs. Mitchell, Peggy Mitchell.
Ah, yes, the mother of the two men who attacked Mr. Tyler on your wedding day. She's the landlady of the Queen Victoria pub, isn't she?
That's right.
You take Claire drinking there, don't you?
No, of course I don't.
No?
There was one time when she just had a taste of someone's drink. It wasn't serious.
I'll decide whether it's serious or not, Mr. Bates.
Did Ted say where he was?
No, but don't worry, he said he'd ring you.
Are you sure Baker hasn't been back?
Kath, Ted's all right. And the kids. Now, you sit yourself down. I'll make you a nice cup of tea and then I'll unpack for you.
Oh, don't be daft.
Oh, you ought to be taking it easy.
I'm not an invalid.
Yeah, I know, but still...
Phil, I can manage to do my own unpacking, you know. A cup of tea would be lovely.
Mr. Bates, in your statement you make various references to Mr. Tyler's violent nature. But did you ever see any violence perpetrated by Mr. Tyler on your wife, or any evidence of it?
Well, no, but...
So your opinion is based on what your wife told you, is it?
She didn't have to tell me. It was obvious she was scared stiff of him.
Ah, so we're talking about a feeling you have, are we? Which is based on... well, precisely nothing, really.
There was the time, I said in my statement when he came round the flat.
Did he hit or attack you?
Well, no, but he might have if I hadn't called the police. He was like a madman.
Wasn't that because you wouldn't let him see Claire? Even though you said earlier you've never tried to stop him seeing her. 2 weeks ago, on the evening of Tuesday the 31st of October, you encountered Mr. Tyler in the Queen Victoria, yes?
Yes.
And you punched him, didn't you?
Yes, I'm afraid I did. But he was winding me up, you see, and,
Yes, Mr. Bates?
Look, I shouldn't have. I knew that the moment I'd done it, but you see, I was... He was trying to, Look, I know Claire wants to stay with me, and I had to come here today to say how much she means to me, even without Debbie. I had to come to let her know. I'm sorry, Your Honour. Sorry.
Yes, all right, Mr. Bates. Miss Harris, any further questions?
Mr. Bates, nobody is questioning your devotion to Claire. But you did hit Mr. Tyler.
Yes.
And did he hit you back?
No, he didn't.
No further questions, Your Honour.
What's it say?
Oh, Michelle's letter. Just goodbye, really. I wonder what little Vicky makes of it all.
Some more tea?
Oh, no, thanks.
I thought we might make an announcement tonight.
Oh? What about?
I was wondering...
What? About Ian? Listen, I'll try and get hold of him this afternoon, all right?
Right.
Oh, by the way, did Ted say if Jimmy was with him?
I forgot to ask.
And Nigel's been a wonderful father to Claire, he really has. He's a natural. I've seen how Claire is with him, all the things he's done for her. Wouldn't be right to take her away from him.
Your views will be taken into account, along with all the rest of the evidence, Mrs. Palmer.
No further questions, Your Honour.
Miss Harris?
Mrs. Palmer. Now then, in your statement, you say that Mr. Tyler is a bully and a thug who abused my daughter over and over again.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you heard Mr. Bates on the subject earlier. Did you ever witness any physical violence by Mr. Tyler?
Well, no.
Did your daughter ever tell you that he'd hit her?
I know she was terrified of him. I think she was scared to even talk about it.
Well, then why did she marry him? Why did she return to him twice after her relationship with Mr. Bates had started?
God alone knows. Debbie can't tell us now, that's for sure.
No. No, she can't, Mrs. Palmer. I know this must be upsetting for you.
I'm all right.
Good. Now, you mentioned Mr. Tyler's tempers. Did he ever behave in the way you describe in front of Claire?
Well, he was more careful when she was around.
So his relationship with Claire was good. He may not have been the ideal husband for Debbie, but he wasn't a bad father to Claire, yes?
Oh, Grant, I've tried everything. Comics, books, videos, jigsaws. She just doesn't want to know. Couldn't you talk to her?
I can't, not right now.
I wish you'd relax. That's easy for you to say. Hank was just winding me up.
Yeah, but what could Ricky have told her?
Well, it doesn't matter what he's told her.
Don't it? He's seen a solicitor now.
Yeah, well, for the time being, you've got to convince him that's what you want.
You keep saying that, Tiff, but I'm really worried.
Sam, trust me.
She just made me look a fool. I'm sorry, Nigel.
Oh, don't be daft. I thought you did really well. Better than me, anyway. Anyway, we should find somewhere to eat. And I've got to ring Grant.
Yeah, I'll just pop to the ladies.
Are you all right?
Well, I've never seen you looking better, Kathy.
Oh, you think so?
All right, Nigel, see you later. Any idea what time?
Taking years off you.
Oh, thanks.
Well, don't sound too good.
Oh, no.
That poor kid. She hasn't even touched her lunch.
Sam make it, did she?
I'll take her up some crisps.
So, you're really all right, are you, Kev?
What?
Shouldn't you be getting back, eh?
What for?
Well, Teddy might be trying to ring.
Oh,
I've got to get back to the Archers check on Ricky, so I'll see you later, yeah?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Bye, Grant.
See you, Kev.
Oh, she doesn't know I told you.
I don't see what the problem is.
I told her I wouldn't. Not until she's told.
Told Ian.
Listen, Grant. Hey,
I do wish you'd have a word with her, Grant.
I could go back to court, I.
When?
Well, not right this minute.
Oh, we'll have a go, will you, love? You never know. She might listen to you.
Mr. Tyler, during Miss Harris's questions, you told us how important Claire is to you. Yet for a long time, you made no effort to see her at all, did you?
Yeah, but that was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, keeping away from her. But once Debbie and Nigel were married, I felt Claire had a new life that I was no part of. And so I just faded into the background for her sake.
I see. Now, the disturbance you caused when Mr. Bates had to call the police.
Yeah, I regret that very much. That was a difficult time for Nigel. And I should have respected that. But Claire is my daughter, and with her mother gone, I was sick with worry for her. You see, Claire was the best thing about our marriage by a mile. And being her dad has just what makes me really proud, you know?
The occasion when Mr. Bates, on his own admission, struck you.
Yes.
You've been taunting him about the loss of his job at the video shop.
It was a misunderstanding. I mean, I did bring it up, but only because I was worried for Claire. And how was Nigel going to look after her on a pot man's wages? Anyhow, he took it the wrong way and he just went for me. Well, I can't really blame him if he thought I was winding him up, I suppose.
Mr. Tyler, you've admitted that your marriage was volatile, to say the least. But do you still stand by your statement that any accusations of violence on your part are unfounded?
I'm no saint, Your Honour. I mean, you've heard that. But raise my hand to a woman. No.
No further questions, Your Honour.
You may step down, Mr. Tyler. Miss Harris.
I call Miss Caroline Webber, Your Honour.
Come, you've asked him some more. That's just what he wants. It's the performance of a lifetime.
I know it's rotten for you losing your pups. But you'll forget it in a couple of weeks. It's my whole life they're talking about. It's all left up to some judge that doesn't even know me.
And since Mr. Tyler asked you to marry him?
Yes.
Has that changed things between you at all?
We feel more settled.
Yes.
More settled.
And Claire, how did she take the news?
News?
The news of your engagement.
Claire, she's lovely.
Yes.
When we told her, at first she seemed a bit suspicious. But now...
Go on.
But now... She seems to trust me.
You were right, Miss Webber.
Yes. I'm sorry, Your Honour.
There's no need to apologise.
No further questions, Your Honour.
Mr. Spicer?
Now, Miss Webber, you've heard much talk about violence in this court today.
Yes.
In your statement, you say that the accusations against Mr. Tyler bear no relation to the man you know.
I said that, yeah.
Do you still stand by that?
I'm sorry, Liam. I can't do this. Last night, after...
Yes?
Look, Liam never... I mean, yeah, he's got a temper on him, but what people said, it wasn't... But last night...
Miss Webber?
Last night, Liam, he got so angry, Look.
Your Honour, this is new evidence of which I had no prior knowledge. I request an adjournment in order to consult with my client.
Agreed, Miss Harris, agreed. Miss Webber, you may step down for now, but you'll be required to return to the stand. I must remind you that you're still under oath, and you mustn't speak to anyone involved in the case. I shall also want to hear from the court welfare officer.
Mr. Tyler!
What's going on? What happened? Is it over?
No, we've got to go back in.
Well, you all right? What the hell is it?
Last night, Caroline says he hit her.
You're joking. Nice one.
Try telling her that.
Well, it means you've won, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Well, it's obvious.
Poor woman, what a thing to have to go through.
You know, sometimes you worry me.
Apparently, Mr. Tyler has decided not to pursue the case.
Sorry?
He's backing out.
Told you.
Is that it then? And is it over?
Afraid not.
At the new shop? Did he say what time he'll be back? Oh, OK, yeah. Oh, he's got his mobile with him? No, don't worry, Jace. It's all right. I've got the number. Cheers. Bye.
Mr. Bates, having heard the rest of Miss Webber's evidence, I have to say that your visit to the house yesterday was extremely ill-advised. However, this was always a finely balanced case, and considering Mr. Tyler felt he couldn't proceed, and in the light of the fresh evidence and the court welfare officer's revised views, I have to say that I think that it's in Claire's best interest that an order be made that she stay with Mr. Bates. The order I make is that there be a residence order in respect of Claire Tyler to Mr. Bates. The matter of Mr. Tyler's contact will be addressed at a later date. I wish you and Claire well.
Court, rise.
Thank you, Mr. Spicer. Miss Harris.
Can you wait a tick, magazine? Caroline. Look, thank you. Thank you. Are you all right?
I expect I will be.
Look, if I'd known, I would never have come round, you know. What will you do now?
I don't know yet.
Look, whatever happens with you and Liam, I mean, if you want to come and see Claire, just ring, eh? I know she'd like that.
Thanks, Nigel.
Well? Yes.
Peggy said he phoned from the court at lunchtime. Didn't sound too good.
What, nothing since?
Poor old Nige.
Well, no, soon enough. I thought they'd be back by now.
Here we go. On a pint and a
Oh,
G&T. One tonic on its own.
Tonic on its own? Are you intending on keeping on the good work?
Well, it's not a bad idea to take it easy for a while, is it?
Welcome home, Kath.
Cheers.
You managed to see Ian?
No, not yet, but I will, don't worry. Maybe tomorrow, eh?
Nigel! Well, how'd it go? What happened? Nigel?
It's all right, Mum. It's all okay. Claire, I'm back. Claire, it's gonna be all right. They've said you can stay with me. Aren't you happy? Claire, please, say something. It's what you wanted, isn't it?
Set in rural Australia in the period following the Second World War, we follow Sarah Adams as she starts a new life. A Place to Call Home, next on Drama.